Wow, we got some maybe people up. Sunday morning, actually, this is the first time I exercised today, probably a week and a half or something with the COVID stuff. So, um, I'm 95% there. So I spent an hour and a half or more exercising. That felt great. I still have a tickle in my throat, and I don't know how or when that's going to go away. Uh, but as long as I'm not underground, I feel, you know, it doesn't matter. Anything else doesn't matter as long as I'm above earth. Once I'm not there, then I guess I have to get right. Hi, Julio, Gessie, God bless the day. Yes, we're all going to take advantage of it. And first thing I want people to know is that a deadline today is for the 15th, which is car repair grant day. Okay, this is the deadline. So midnight tonight, you got to apply for this or wait till next month. And a lot of people aren't picking up this money, so make sure you apply and make sure you check if you won or not. That's very important because otherwise it goes back in the pot. For somebody else, and you have 60 days to apply. But remember, we have 4 grants every month that we give out, and it's like $70,000 that we give out every month. The 14th is, the 15th is for car repair. Then on the 20th, we have for rent and even rent or utilities and things like that. And that's $20,000. And then the next one after that is on the 30th of the month, we give out 30 free laptop computers every month. And actually what happens, I send them out in my account on Facebook, on Amazon. So we send out computers directly from Amazon, so you get them from Amazon. But my problem is I have like 1,000 addresses of members who got free laptops from us. So when I go and order some more gel cream or something like that, I forgot to change the address of where to send it. So some member is getting an extra bottle of gel cream or power bars or something like that that I may have. So if that happens, you get some weird stuff, and you also want a laptop from us, just keep it. I'm not gonna, maybe you could use it or give it to a friend or whatever. I just forget to do that. And I think what happens is I do so many things at one time. I just applied for the grants. Oh, thank you, Big Ray. But what else do you want to get? See, to me, the grants are just a tease to let you know here's how you could have, here's a sample of an application. All you have to do is write one sentence about what you would do with the money or why you need a grant for car repair. We're really here not to give out grants. That's just extra. That's our profit, what we do. I just feel that that's something to do with profits instead of us buying yachts or whatever rich people do. I'm into this. Where do I find a grant app process? Okay, Carol, you have to tell us what you want money for. See, there's millions and millions of websites, and main thing is don't go to Google. Never go to Google, okay? Because that is just the kiss of death. You'll never get out of there alive. You'll wind up spending a whole lot of money on something you didn't have to spend it on, and that's terrible. So you don't want to do that. Let's see, now I want to find out, okay, now what you want to do is go to the Let's Go Meta Grant report, okay? And look under item number 5 in the Let's Go Meta Grant report. And what that will do is show you how to find a free mentor. See, that's how you do things. You don't go looking for money, you go looking for mentors that help you get money. Because it's a little too complicated for the average person just to go, I'm gonna start applying to grants. And no, it's just too you're gonna waste a lot of time and you're gonna get frustrated and stop before you get help. So how to stop that process, we show you where to go to get people to talk to who are mentors to help people for free get money to do what they want, okay? And that's what you want to do. You never ask for money, you ask for help, okay? And that's what you want to do. So, I mean, there it is. Get local assistance. Tammy's right there. She fired that gun, and it's right there. So you go to that website, put in your zip code, and start making appointments with at least 2 or 3 of the organizations that are available in your area that help you find money to start a business, grow a business. Any kind of problem you have with a business, it's there for free, okay? And that's important to know that. The grants, that's too complicated of a process to start at the grant level. What you have to do is start at the help level to start understanding it. In other words, if you want to play baseball, you don't, put on a major league uniform and go out and play the majors. No, you go somewhere where you could practice a little bit to see how this thing works. And that's what you have to do. And what's wonderful is that there are people that are mentors and coaches and everything that help you do that for free. Now that's the way to do this. Don't think you know how to get a grant. I still don't know because it's different every day. And you have to talk to people who help people like you every day. So they're up on the latest stuff that's out there because that changes every day. And only one of those persons won't know everything. That's why you have to talk to a half a dozen maybe sometimes to get on the right path for you to do it. Remember that it's going to take some time. And if you don't put in the time, you don't get a dime. Yeah. And that's just the way of life. And what the process is all about. You just can't go up and say, hey, well, I'm going to play professional football and because I'm so good. No, you're not. None of us are. And so you have to go out there, but you have to take that first step. And that's how your life changes, by taking the first step. It's not changing by filling out some application because 99% of those aren't going to work for you. So you don't do that. You start getting your muscles shaped up to do that. It's all for free. You don't have to spend money doing that. It's just going to take time that you thought you didn't have to take. And if you don't do that, you'll just be another failure. That's all. I mean, I hate to say that. I mean, you may get lucky, so it's not really true all the time. But don't count on success because 9 out of 10 times when you're starting something, you're going to fail. And it's like learning to walk or anything like that. So that's why we're here. We're here 24/7. Keep asking questions. Tammy and everybody else is around here to help you get back on track if you fall off the horse. And that's what we're here for. And that's why we only charge $20. You don't have to worry about how much we're going to charge you and how much this is going to cost you. No, you already paid. All you're ever going to pay is $20. And that's why I'm so proud, that we're able to do that. Tammy fingers are like, man, yes. I think she's also a massage therapist too. I'm not positive, but that's important. I had a member, I lost their question. You want to put a question in the question corner. So it's a tab on the left-hand side. And by the way, if you're only on, try to get out of Facebook. We're having trouble with them. We always had. That's why we have this Let's Go Help 2. But try to get over to Let's Go Help 2 instead of using Facebook because we're slowly phasing out of that because this other one is so much secure. We have too many people who are able to sneak into the closed Facebook group and pretend they're me and get money from people and all that. And Facebook is so screwed up they won't even let us use it. It's just these robots are incredible. So we got to work around them, and that's why the Mighty Network, which we're on, is Let's Go Help 2. It's much more secure and it's much more easy to understand and be able to help people. But you have to get there and apply and tell us what you need. And if you don't get a good answer, then ask us again. Be sure to apply to the live workshops that we have every day. Now, there's one at 5 o'clock today and 9 o'clock. And the 9 o'clock, it is wonderful because it helps you with your credit report and get you 300-400 points on your credit score, and they do all that for free. She's a wonderful woman who does that and helps people do that. So make sure you get there and you get on there tonight and figure out your credit stuff, so you don't, because that's a burden. And if you don't have a decent score, you can't get loans, you can't get a car, you can't get an apartment, you can't get a job, you can't, all this kind of stuff. So fix that up. She's able to do that for you. What's up, my people? Great to be in the community with y'all. Thanks, Big Ray. But tell us what you need, okay? And that's important. Oh, $4.99. Thank you. That's for a little tip. Good. That's a cup of coffee. Cheers to you, and thank you for appreciating us. It's important. I want to do this for the rest of my life, and I figure I got about 10, 15 more years, and I keep learning new stuff all the time. Now here I put a link up here, and I wanted to get it to the person who had a problem with foreclosure and eviction, and that link is HUD.gov. Here, let me write it again. HUD.gov/ and small letter states, STATES. Okay, go there and click on your state, and it's good starting places to get help with foreclosure or eviction, things like that. A lot of free sources for every state they have that. They put a lot of effort in there, and we just came up with a new one. I think it's in Baltimore, in Seattle, Washington. Here's a never works. Biden grants. What'd you do with that? Come on. Small business extends, septic tank, collateral deadline, no. Funeral expenses, no. Dental help, a lot of good dental help out there. Take some work on your part. That's the other thing. If you're not willing to put in the work, it probably won't work for you. So it's important to do that. Neighbor works, business construction, emergency eviction help. Yeah, okay. So here, in the state of Washington, they have a new office for emergency eviction help. See, and so maybe you don't live in the state of Washington, but that's okay. I want you to see that there are things like this out there, and then to go to that state list to find a relative program like that for you, okay? And that's what you want to do. Emergency assistance, see? And that's what's available. And also for, if you're, eviction also is if you could adjust shelter. Okay, you go to justshelter.org and get help with your eviction. See, these are lawyers. You need a lawyer when you're getting this kind of thing, because they have lawyers. And if you get a lawyer, you win like 70% of the time. If you don't have a lawyer, you're gonna lose all the time. And the lawyers you can get are free. So don't go against a lawyer, without a lawyer, because they know the system and know it, and they're gonna abuse it to their advantage if you don't have a lawyer yourself. And that's what's important. And you have to get that legal help. Otherwise, you'll just be a cork in the water, and whichever way the wind blows, you're gonna go that way, and you can't do that. You have rights, and you have those rights that are enforced by government officials that get free help to do that. Okay, yes, state legal services are also one of them. But there's always more than one source. So if you go to a source and they say, oh, we can't help you because, you're too big, you're too tall, you're whatever, they have some reason. Can you please say what was the site called to call a mentor? Okay, if it's for a business mentor, you go to sba.gov/local, all in lowercase, local dash assistance. So sba.gov/local dash assistance. And you put in your zip code and you find them all the business. And this is really for real estate investing, I mean, anything you want to make money with, you know, and to be your own boss, kind of make money with. Make an appointment with a number of them. Go 2, 3 at least. Now, if you have financial problems and you want to mentor on financial problems, you go to hud.gov/counseling. So that's HUD.gov/counseling. And you make an appointment. If you don't make an appointment to talk to people, believe me, you know, 9 out of 10 times you're not going to get anything, okay? And you have to talk to people. You have to start learning the system. It's not what you think it is. So that's why your biggest handicap is your brain. Because you think it should be a certain way, and it probably isn't. So you have to learn the way it really is to take advantage of it. You know, and it may be difficult because you're not used to it. That's okay. You have to learn how to get used to new stuff, because that's how you solve problems. If you're trying to do everything the old way, that's not much of use anymore. It took me many years to find out a new way to make money after I did very well and trying for 40 years or more. And then that stopped. Can't make money that way anymore. And I have to learn a whole new way to do it in my 70s, you know? And it's been great. And I finally figured it out. We're all smart enough. I mean, look at all the idiots that make money in this country. Holy fuck, you know? They're not mental geniuses or anything. No, they're just trying because they really want to do it. And it's so important that you know that. And that you have enough. You don't have to be the smartest, you know, what do you got? Crayon in the box of crayons? No, you just have to try. We're good enough. We're all of us are 80% enough. 80% of us are good enough to do probably anything we want. You know, but the rest is desire. That's why we're hearts now too, in addition to question marks. Because your heart has to be in it, then you can do it. If you're not, if your heart isn't anything, because everything is hard. Everything's a pain in the ass. Life isn't easy. You know that. We all know that. We want it to be easy, and we go listen to salesmen to tell us how easy it is, and then it's easy for them because they're getting your money. So don't listen to them, unless you have money. If you have enough money, well, okay, maybe they can help you. But if you don't have money, then you're sitting there and you're blaming somebody or yourself or whatever for not being able to do what you want to do in life, and you can. You're just not the way you think it. You could do it. That's why you have to go out and learn what that way is for you to do that. And you learn that by talking to people. We give you people to talk to. Here, call these people and see what they say. Sure, you're going to run into idiots that don't want to talk to you. You're going to run into people that are mean. You're going to do that anyway. But at least you're not paying money. You know, and that will keep you in the game. If you're paying money all the time, you're going to run out of money before you get the answer. And you don't want to do that. You know, and that's why you want to only, what we do is only give you sources that help you for free. You know, and that's the way to solve, whether it's a financial problem, a career problem, a housing problem, or anything. You have to keep finding sources that don't cost money. Because if they cost money, most of them are not going to work, and then you're going to be out of money before you solve your problem. And you'll give up and take another job you hate. And by the way, for jobs, there's so much help now for people who want to get a better job. And the government has so much money for that. Again, though, it may or may not work on the first phone call. That's the other thing. You have to realize, okay, you may have to make a half a dozen phone calls to get forward on this process. That's okay. You're not a loser. You're a winner by doing it. And that's what the losers are, the ones that stop and don't do that. You know, so you can't do that, please, because you just get frustrated and pissed off again, and then you're not lovable. If you're angry and the world isn't treating you right, then nobody could love you. And that's what we all need. And that's why the members here that love each other so much, and just to help you in any way we can, to get ahead, and to feel that the comfort, to see that there are really people out there that are spending a career trying to help you. We are like that here, and even the members are like that. I mean, the members spend their time, their free time, helping other people live. So you can ask them how they got this money, and they're available live to help you. And they're tonight at 5 o'clock and again at 9 o'clock. And tomorrow it's again another 3-4 hours of wonderful, loving people that are just there to help you get through this life. And that's what we're here as humans to do, is help each other get through all this shit. It's a pain in the ass. And there's very few shortcuts. The shortcut is you stop. And you can't do that, please. Just come back, ask for help again, so we can push you down the street again. and make another phone call, and find another potential and an opportunity or whatever, and see if that works for you. It may or may not, but that's okay. That's what life is. And if you don't try, the only thing I know for sure is if you do nothing, nothing will happen. So you have to keep doing something, even though it's marginal and just a little bit tiny step or whatever. So you could take another tiny step, and all of a sudden, oh shit, look what I got. That kind of thing. And that's what we're all trying to do here, and all trying to help each other do that. And it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. And I've been at this stuff, 50 years. I'm 81, and I have no desire to stop doing this. I mean, COVID and other kind of shit tries to stop me, but I just sit back and let the body heal itself and get out and do it again. Because that's the only thing that you can do, is just something. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as it's something, because you don't know exactly what to do. You have to make that. Nobody else knows exactly what you should do either. We just give you suggestions. Try this, and then you have to make something out of that, maybe, and it may not work, then you have to try another thing. And that's all it is. It's a trial and error. I mean, I keep reading my early professional career. I remember reading about how Thomas Edison, had 1,000 ways he was trying to make a light bulb. 1,000 different ways, until he figured out how to do it. See, and that's what you are. You're an artist for your life. You're the only one that could make it happen for you, because it's your life. Nobody else could do it. We're all different animals with different skills, different everything. So we have to find out what works for us. Where can I get grants for my movie premiere that needs advertising on billboards and the business? Well, what you have to do, I mean, there are grants for that. I mean, what I would do, again, is you got a movie that's an income, okay, you got to sit down with a mentor that knows about doing things like that. So, and start investigating ways that cost money or not cost money to promote. Everything is about promotion. Nobody's going to come to see that unless they know about it. So you could start doing, putting out little clips like I am. See, I'm doing all my advertising. It used to cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars to advertise like this. Now I get a $200 used iPhone, and I'm doing advertising for free. So there's always one more way to do it instead of spending money. Google will tell you how to spend money. You don't have money, then you can't listen to Google. And you have to get free help. And how do you get that free help? Okay, if it's a business venture or your movie or whatever it is, then you find these mentors that are there for projects like this. And they're at sba.gov/local-assistance. Okay, and you make appointments with them, you talk to people, Please, that's the only way you're gonna step forward, is by talking to people and trying those ideas. They fail, they don't fail, or whatever, until you build it up to what you're gonna do. You have to have that. And that's why, to me, it's Let's Go Help. I mean, for only $20, you get unlimited, possibilities. There's no guarantees at all, but they're just possibilities and encouragement. So people here, their heart is in it. Their heart is to love you as hard as possible, to help you do what you want to do in life. My nonprofit organization, Derek, you want to? Okay, look at item number 5, and actually there's in there is a link on how to start a nonprofit organization, all the free help that's available. And the best free help that's available is in that report, the Let's Go Meta Grant report. So make sure you read that report, and you don't need money to start a nonprofit. There's always ways around it. There's always an option, you know. It's just that if you're going to Google, you'll never learn about the free options because everybody in Google wants to make money from you. So you're never going to learn about the free options. The way you learn about free options is make an appointment with the free mentors. They're there to give you free options, yeah. Or us, but we're not even free. We charge $20, yeah. But again, so much. I mean, if you just follow us on YouTube, and by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to click down the subscribe button on YouTube. Please do that, because then the robots will show more people, and people will be able to learn, you know, from these videos. But you clicking the subscribe button really helps a lot for us to share this message about that, because we always give free stuff. I mean, anything I talk about, it'll be in the description. And I give it out free. So here, like sba.gov/local assistance. I mean, younger, I probably was, oh, you got to join or something. Now, I don't have time for that. I'm trying to spend as much time as I can letting as many people as possible know about the help that's out there for anybody who lives here, anybody who lives in this country, and the fat cats use the hell of it. Look at Donald Trump. He made all his money on government programs. Everything. His first $1 million business was with a government property in Cincinnati, and he still uses it. You know, Tesla. He's getting billions of dollars in government grants for his business. Everybody uses this stuff. So maybe you don't need $1 billion, and you just need $20,000, $30,000. So that's there for you too. And people think it's not for them. It's just you haven't looked at the right places, unfortunately. It may not, it's not going to be really easy, maybe, but it's there, you know. And all of life is not real easy. And if you want to do something, you have to put in the time, okay? And that's the important thing. You know, rearrange your priorities and work on the things that are really important for you. Thank you. Let's go to you, United. You're invited. Oh, October, where Port Orange. Oh, cool. What's the movie about? The House of Suvi? I see. Huh, cool. But what is, well, actually, when you got to start getting free publicity, you know, about that. Getting a list of all the media people where you live in Florida, and write up a press release about announcing this, and make some little gadget thing about it, some little weird thing that people will write it up, and get free help to do that from sba.gov/local-assistance. They have experts that'll sit down and help you write the publicity, help you find the people to send that message to, you know, and it's a grind. That's what life is. It's a grind. And you have to go out and grind it away. Yeah, just like you made the movie, right? It took a lot of work, okay? Well, the same thing. It almost takes more work in getting people to know about your work than it is to do the work. You have to be more creative to get people to know about your work than actually your creativity in doing the work. You know, and that's why you can get free help to do all that, okay? And so let us know. Actually, don't forget our deadline tonight is for our grant, and the next one is on the 20th. We have a rent grant deadline on the 20th of the month, and then the 30th of the month, we give out 30 free laptop computers. Then on the 4th of the month, we give out $40,000 of grants for you to spend on anything you want. But before you leave on YouTube, remember to click the subscribe button below, please, because that'll help the robots know that we have something of value, and they should share it with somebody else, so I don't have to buy advertising. I'd rather give away grants to people instead of giving Google money. They don't need it, right? You do. Members need it. Let us help you, please. Please, 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 baby, please. Thank you so much.